They came into the season with a lot of attention, and then they did some losing and fired Hugh Jackson, but they've seemed to turn it around a little bit. They snapped an 11-game losing streak on Saturday against the Broncos that dated back to 1991.
Against the Broncos? Mm-hmm. They'd lost to Denver 11 straight times?
Mm-hmm. Back to 1991. That was 4 years before Baker Mayfield was born. So the Broncos have owned the Browns for a while.
Wow.
Well, Nick Chubb has an explanation for the spark that's gone on in the past weeks.
Our energy has shifted into a better place, and the guys are all buying in. We all love playing with each other. We love the people that's coaching us, and I think everyone's just bought into the new system, and we're playing hard for each other.
It's going to be an interesting offseason for the Browns because the way that they have been playing since Greg Williams has taken over.
What do you do?
Puts them in an awkward position where, the guys who are there have clearly bought into the situation, but do you think that he's the long-term solution? Because you need a long-term solution.
Well, he's got the Bounty Gate stuff. I was talking to Jimmy Johnson, legendary Jimmy Johnson coach yesterday, and he said, I hope they give Greg the job. I know him. He goes, he's got a little baggage and stuff, but he's a grown up. He's a man. I think the Bounty Gate stuff hurts him. I also thought he had a bizarre coaching move late in this game, not kicking the field goal. That's bizarre. I don't know. Here's what I would warn people. Don't live in the moment. Tim Tebow won 6 straight games. Is he, for 10 years, the best thing for Baker Mayfield?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to lose the momentum that you've built in this season.
Does it matter,
especially coming off of? I think the energy and the direction of the organization is important, especially for the Browns, having been so historically dysfunctional. But like you said, you need a long-term solution. You need somebody there who has proven sustained success or at least consistency in that situation, because you took Baker Mayfield #1 overall and you need to turn the franchise around.
Yeah.
So this constant turnover of coaches has to stop at some point.
Yeah.
You would think. But he's going to make it difficult because he has at least temporarily turned it around. So there seemed to be a little deja vu last night with Nick Foles leading the Eagles to a win over the Rams. It was the same this place last year that the Foles came in and to fill in for Carson Wentz. Started that run to the Super Bowl victory, and he was looking pretty good last night. And after the game, Foles was asked if he was thinking about the future, and he admits that he can't help but look ahead sometimes.
That part does creep in. I do say there is a human side, but no, I'm very self-aware of those distractions don't do you any good. I really thrive in staying in the moment and just enjoying it. And, we'll see what happens. But I really just want to enjoy the moment and just being present in all I do. That's what I try to focus on daily.
Is he the nicest kid ever?
He is very nice.
There are certain players in the NFL you're like, that seems like a nice kid.
They also play better with him in there.
It's bizarre. It is.
I mean, do people really think that Carson Wentz is not, that he's better than Carson Wentz? But sometimes people are just a better fit.
Yeah,
imagine if they went out.
It'll be just funny. This year, I think, here's what's going to be funny. If the Saints get blown out tonight and Nick Foles wins on the way out and they win a playoff game, we're all going to be like, what the hell happened this year? What? This is the craziest year? Because I feel like right now, this minute, the Saints are the best team, and there's about 8 really good teams. What if the Saints get shelled, and what if Nick Foles wins 4 straight games?
This year, I woun't be surprised because it's so bizarre. They have the Texans at home next week, and then they're on the road against Washington the week after that.
They're going to win the Washington, so they're going to be at least 1-1.
I mean, they just beat the Rams on the road.
No, and it wasn't close. It wasn't. They went into a prevent offense late. First 3 quarters, it was an utter...
You can't just assume... I mean, I think the Eagles is going to be a good game, but we can't just assume the Texans are going to beat them there. And finally, the Lakers dropped a dud against the Wizards last night, and several of the players were quick to point out that, it's the second night of a back-to-back. Might have something to do with it, but someone who didn't have any issue with the scheduling is Lonzo Ball, and here is his quick reasoning.
I don't make the schedule. I just go out there and play. I get paid well, so I ain't got no complaints.
Yeah. They don't do, Joy, they don't do nearly as many back-to-backs as they used to.
The NBA has done a really good job of working the schedule around that. It used to be really brutal.
When I was a kid, not too long ago, these guys flew commercial.
Not too long ago.
They flew commercial. Wilt Chamberlain could be on your plane.
I know, isn't that crazy?
No, years ago in the NBA, you took the first flight out of a town. So the 6 a.m. flight.
Commercial and coach.
And coach. You'd literally be an insurance salesman and be like, hey, there's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sitting next to me on a commercial flight.
Like sitting or like this. I don't even know how that's possible. But
That's what they did for
the
you.
travel has greatly improved for NBA teams.
And by the way,
sure.
have you seen those team planes before?
I've never seen them. I've never seen the inside of a team plane before, but from pictures, it looks like they've improved it a lot.
Roast beef sandwiches with horseradish.
They're not flying like the rest of us.
No, they're not doing the crackers and the little pretzels and the little tiny bag.
But
They're doing
the back-to-backs, especially when you're doing the coastal road trips, it's so hard on your body. You're not getting any sleep, even if you are traveling like that. Like the altitude affects you too. Like,
Yes.
There's a lot that goes into these.
Yeah, as nice
games.
as a flight is, if you're a 7-footer, it doesn't matter how nice the plane
But
is.
Lonzo summed it up pretty well.
Yeah.
He gets paid well.
Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
We had Michael Vick on earlier. It is kind of bizarre because, it'd be like if Andrew Luck's backup came in, Jacoby Brissett, and the Colts were way better offensively. And you're like, well, Luck's better than Jacoby Brissett, but Jacoby Brissett's a good backup. And I asked Michael Vick, who knows Philadelphia and their schemes well, why is it Wentz out, Foles in? We know Wentz is better, was going to be the MVP. Something's going on here.
I think when Carson Wentz is out there, I think Doug Peterson feels the need to be dynamic, open the offense up. When Nick is out there, I think everyone's at ease. I think the game plan is more simplified. When Carson went down, all the guys felt more pressure to perform. And I think, that helps within itself. You look at guys, feeling like they have to go out and be at their very best all the time. That's what it looks like with Nick Foles, and that has to be the game plan because it was too easy last night.
And by the way, Nick Foles has a very good relationship clearly on the field with Alshon Jeffrey. When Foles plays, Jeffrey's a big factor. Now, when Wentz plays, Zach Ertz, the tight end, who's a great player, becomes the bigger factor. Coming up, we'll sum up every NFL game this weekend in 3 words. That is next in Best for Last. Well, it's that time. TrueCar can easily find you the car you want. I know somebody who's getting a car for Christmas. First time in my life I've met somebody getting a car for Christmas.
I too know someone who's getting a car for Christmas.
You?
No.
Oh, yeah. Not me either. With TrueCar, new or used, you go online and you look up the true price. You can avoid the confusion you encounter online by getting a great price before you ever go to the dealership. The true price includes all dealer fees, accessories, and it basically shows you what other people in your area paid for the car you're looking for. So you know it's a fair price. You feel confident driving to the dealer. And there's over 3 million cars have been sold to TrueCar users through the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network. Wherever you live in America, there's 15,000 of them. 15,000 TrueCar Certified dealers. There's 1, 2 to a dozen near you. And on average, you can save $3,000 off MSRP. So new car, used car, doesn't matter. Go to TrueCar to enjoy a more confident car buying experience. Trust TrueCar to deliver the true price. Some features not available in all states.